season 6 teams who will be able to bring home the championship. But yes, that is very goofy what just happened on my screen. But yeah, hello and welcome to Sebastian Vettel not being able to pit right. But yeah, I am joined here by your definitely favorite team owner, and I hope it is your favorite team owner, and it's CM. So, hello, how are you going? So, we got qualifying just up next. We're not doing free practice, we're just going speedy all the way to qualifying because of the F1 race. But yeah, we got a pretty good race up ahead for us just now. With the big talks for predictions is obviously going to be Ruben coming in first, but we still got other people on the line. Leafstar won the last race, did absolute amazing, and then Rob also maybe could slide in there. He's looking good, but he just needs the connection problems to to go well with him. But because we're just talking about that, let's show you my and CM's race predictions. And here it is. So we got Ruben P1, Leafstar P2, and then Lightning P3. So that is what we have running for today. But
at the free practice, we have something special because I was looking at the leaderboard after free practice, and on P2, behind Lisa, was someone called SVE19. When I never heard this name, maybe this is Ruben with a new name, I don't know, but he's at the same team as Gillard. Maybe Gillard has a new driver who might now take Ruben place, or this is Ruben, but we better can't confirm both theories. We just look how good they both are. So that's why. Wait. Was there someone driving the wrong way?
huh?
There was someone driving the wrong way.
Yeah, there is. So we got a really goofy person. Let's driving the wrong way. That is
Well,
goofy.
I think this is the weirdest start in a qualifying we had in the whole season we had.
Yeah. Pull up my phone. But yeah, so there's a lot happening, and like it's always been, it's just gonna be Ruben pulling away for first or Leavster pulling away for first. So not the most exciting, but a lot can happen. Midfield has been pretty good, even with last time we saw I think it was Fortress and Rob last lap, and then Fortress ended up having a bit of mistake. Bit of mistake, and created a bit of a drama. But like, there's been big midfield battles this season, so we'll see what we can pop in there. But I think we're just gonna have an easy Leafster or Ruben just pulling off straight first. No, no problems at all. But we're in qualifying. We got 13 minutes on the clock. That is just left.
So
For
Leicester
us.
already ended the lap, and it's no surprise that Rob is meanwhile in the lead in front of Tommy Vegas.
Yeah,
Oh, and Leicester finished his time too. He is behind Rob.
behind.
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, this is so strange. But we have someone with two purples, and we have a new leader now. Turfsy. Why? I don't
Who-
know who this guy is, but I think this season is one of the craziest seasons I can get. I mean, we had already Rob as surprising pole position at the second race, and now we have someone meanwhile in the lead at the fourth race, which was his name never ever be mentioned here.
Yeah,
Tim just the time again. I mean, this is now a up and down at this qualifying. So we can't be sure who's going to be at the lead and going to take pole position. But I think this is already strange. Oh, and Rob is again in the lead. Yeah, okay, this is really a strange qualifying today. Even with 13 people, meanwhile attending. And if I look, Leafster P7. I don't think that this is Leafster's favorite track.
yeah, Rob just securing first with a 43.816, and that's his new personal best. Still is definitely is still is beatable, but because we have a lot of qualifying left.
Uh, that's really strange that Mac is also in front of Leafster, even though Leafster has made the world record here.
As Rob just crossing the line.
There's something strange with Leafster today. Maybe he's just saving for the race, or he's just thinking because Ruben is not here and he thinks that he might be the world champion again as first one to be a two-time world champion. We don't know, but it doesn't look great in my opinion. Even though he just put it himself up against P7, he isn't at the best of his qualifying pace like in the last races.
Yeah, so top five just now as we approach 10 minutes of qualifying left. We got Rob, Kevin, Deadly Tim, and new face to Turvies. And play yes. So these top three only be able to getting into the 43s, but and then the rest in the 44s. It's not looking well for most of the drivers, but uh,
Oh, and Leafster
we'll see.
put a new personal lap, so he's now again in the lead.
Oh, so yeah, Leicester. He's currently on track for pole, and then Nicklin in P2 crossing the line. So that will
So,
bring some new guys at the front of the pack.
so I found oh, at SB19 now in P2. This is actually a strange qualifying today.
Oh yes, as we.
So what? Yeah. So what I wanted to talk about, Curb CYY. I found a few informations about him. He is a driver of the Vortex Racing team, and with this pace, I can guess that Vortex might have a good driver again, which can compete even for the top five positions.
Yeah, so we got a lot. It's usual. We got a lot of new great faces that can maybe pop in a few times. Maybe get an
But
get a chance for a podium.
but today is actually a strange day. Only 13 people at the qualifying. This is like the lowest qualifying we ever had this season.
From what I'm looking at is the F1 sprint race. People don't want to miss that, but KF1's more important in the end. And yeah, people there's just a bit of inactivity over the 2 weeks. There has been just a bit. Oh, there's a huge pack just there coming through. Um, corners, yeah, corners 16 now 17.
I find so there's a fun fact. The top 10 are all in just 1 second, with the first 7 being with a 33-second time. So this
Yeah,
is actually like really a competitive track.
It's better than last week with Jurong, where most of the drivers were still learning the track. But so we got a bit up for grabs here. There still has been a lot of changes to cards and even this track. So it's not like they've had months and years of experience on this track, but and with these conditions, but they definitely know how to master this track and how this track works. So we'll see what happens in the end. Now, time's still staying the same, but with Leafster improving with a 43 point um point 029, almost cracking into the 42s. Right. Right there. So Leafster, he does look like he will have some potential for a very fast lap. And I don't think we'll have any drivers popping up into first then. With 7 minutes on the clock left in qualifying. And yeah, we got an entertaining one here. Um, wait. Yep. Sorry, I slept a look at something. But yeah, we got an interesting one here coming up. 6 left, or around 362. 360 seconds left. Because like last time, the time is still kind of broken. So
Yeah.
it still needs to be fixed, but around 5
Oh,
something minutes there.
a new second place I see. First CYY again P2. This is really strong from the newcomer from Vortex Racing Team.
Yeah, there's new every time we see a new face, they're always they're always up in the front. So here's some more and some great talent, and it's beautiful to see how we can just pick off talent of new people. They don't need to develop it. So it's good what we're looking at. It's good what we're seeing, and some good new talent here for this season. Yeah. We ended it. Oh. Yeah, but still, we have the race to come up, and like you said, qualifying matters. But with the drivers we have the front, Lisa, Rob, their race pace is not the best when it comes to the start. But we will see. We'll see what happens. Leafs are still retaining, retaining P1. Uh, yeah, Ruben. I don't think he's here, but from what it looks like, maybe those new people might be Ruben. Maybe Ruben got banned. I don't know. But yeah, it still looks like Ruben's not here. And if Ruben doesn't come to the other races, I don't think, yeah, the next race and all that, I don't think we're gonna see him as a world champion. And he threw that away because of inactivity, which is not the best. Not the best because you kind of want to win it, but yeah, it's absolutely stupid. He's done well for the last couple races. Now he's throwing it away with a bit of inactivity. Still a lot to come, but yeah, it's stupid to me how this is happening. But in the end, it's looking like we're gonna have Leafster winning the World Drivers Championship. What about you? You must know a lot about the constructors. CM. So what do you see in the constructors?
Okay, so it's it's a very hard question, but it comes to the time who is going to score at the last two races the most points, and it's because meanwhile Stratos versus Gilla, and with Leapster as a winning machine, I could guess that it might be Stratos being the World Constructors Champion, but we shouldn't be that sure because when Gillard has more drivers in the points, they might be at the exact same pace as Leapster alone. So I can tell you it until the last race, but if I could guess someone, then it would be a very close, my maybe a very close win for Stratos.
Yeah. They're looking like to be, you know, the looking like to be the best for the best bet for the constructors, but also a bit of news. We're a few visits away from 2 million visits in the KF1 game, so that's a pretty insane milestone. Almost looks like 3, 4 away from 2 million. So
Yeah, we are
that
a bit away from the 2 millions, and we hope this it might be even getting cracked before the last race. This is like a very battle for having it.
so if you're on this
And
stream,
at,
yeah, sorry, you go, CM. CM, you go on. All right.
have a look how many visitors we have. And yeah, we actually hit the 2 millions already.
Oh, 2,035 visits.
So
That's insane.
we can tell, congrats KF1 Karting to hit the 2 million visits in a Roblox game, which is full of karting. If we
That
might
that is
compare it to other,
crazy.
I mean, it's actually crazy that KF1 Karting got 2 million visits on this game, and even though this game is just 1 year and like 1 month away from their first publishing, because Capcom was about to publish at the last day of March 2022, and now we have nearly the end of April 2023. So 1 year and 1 month away, and 2 million visits are already cracked.
Yeah, so we have a checkered flag. Drivers are now going to finish their laps. We still got Lisa up in first, followed by Turfsy, SWE 90, Nicklin, and Deadly Tim. So we got our first finisher. First finisher, but we still got a few more to come. Now, as we see drivers coming around and some are pitting, Steadily Tim pitting, crossing the line. That's Nick. That's Nick. No improvements just now. Mostly people pitting. So that is it. Leafster is um, Leafster is your guy on pole position. Leafster pole position. That is crazy right there.
Well, I mean, we already saw Leafstar a few times on pole, so it might be not a real surprise. But what a more better surprises are P2 and P3, some newcomers just right behind him. This is like more a very, very strange qualifying season today.
Yeah. So congratulations on Leafster.
And of course, today we are just breaking records. Two new drivers on P2 and P3 after qualifying, and at 2 million visits in the game. This is just a very crazy day for KF1 after being published 1 year and 1 month ago.
So yeah, 2 mil visits. But here is your grid for today. We got Leafster. Wait. I have to do this more professionally. Just wait. Anyways, but yeah, congratulations on Leafster getting pole. It was pretty good on him. for doing that. At first, we didn't think there was going to be from too much from him coming, but yeah, he ended up doing it in the end and getting a well-deserved pole position, which is great on him. But we're gonna have to speed this up because we do have race coming up very soon because we need to wrap this KF1. We do need to wrap up this KF1 race so we can get to the if this can stop unpausing, if we so we can get to the real F1 sprint race. But here we are for the grid. Leafster lining up in P1. Then we got Turvsies, P2. P3, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but that's SWE 19. Sweet 19. Then we got Nicklin F14, Deadly Tim in P5, P6, followed by Rob, P7. We got Kev, P8. We got Meg, P9, Fortress, P10, Tommy, P11, Play Yes, P12, and to round this up, it's I, Lazy Chris, and that is your grid for today.
13 drivers today, and with this, and of course, like I already mentioned 100 times, record-breaking 2 million visits in the game, we are like going to have a real party today.
Yeah, so we're just a few minutes away from the race. We will kick back to a quick break as we get prepared for the race. Thank you for watching this amazing, thrilling qualifying, and for the last time, that is your grid, just what you're looking at on your screen. Thank you for watching this beautiful qualifying. We'll be back to you very soon for this race.
Hello.
Just before the race, we have a quick interview with Meg as we line up on the grid. So hello, mate. Hello, mate. What do you rate
Hello.
yourself on that qualifying?
I definitely could have done better on that. I think this season it just hasn't really been the greatest of seasons for many teams with many drivers, but I think maybe if one more season you can go in and hopefully the grip and stuff is changed up next season and it'll be better.
Yeah, there's a lot of talks about oversteer, understeer, all the steers, but yeah, so we're almost just a bit away from the formation lap. what are you hoping you can get for today's race?
Anywhere in the points top 5 would be nice. That
Uh,
would be very good.
yeah, we know you always want a bit of a top 5. But yeah. Um, so how is the CM cards going? I've seen you've hopped back in them. Is all the problems fixed?
Uh, it feels better now. No one else other than I don't know how to say that. 19 is in Gaylord cart, and I think that's the only person other than Vortex, I think, that are in the cart. So
Yeah.
problems have definitely. Oh,
But
it's driving away from me. Come back.
but thank you so much for joining us for this little for just a little bit of a chat before the race. Uh hope you do well for the race. Thank you for joining,
Thank you.
and thank you for having a chat.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck. So that was Meg. We're coming to the grid now. Just before that, yeah, we're back with CM. But yeah, just before that, we had a little talk with Meg, speaking just about yeah, the cart's grip isn't the best like it always used to be. It's hard to get used to, but it's everyone feels it different. Everyone has a different opinion. They're lining up on the grid now. Also a bit of bit of lag has come in, especially with it hit Rob bad, like really bad. These last few races he wasn't able to bloody drive the car, so wasn't able to.
Then it just hasn't really been.
So yeah, it's been a bit crazy. Yeah, that is just KF1 for you. We're on the grid. We're gonna switch to a race intro. Just soon. Thank you for being on the stream. But welcome to today's race. Hello and welcome to the spring round 4 anti-clockwise Grand Prix. This is going to be an insane Grand Prix, 960 meters in track length and 18 corners with beautiful straights and amazing turns. Even from corners 6, 7 and 8, they're windy, they're crazy, they're hard to get through. Then to the main straight where most of the overtaking happens, it's all about getting a good exit here. But thank you for sticking around here, and we hope you get to see this beautiful race. Yeah, we hope you indeed get to see this race because it's going to be pretty insane one, especially what has happened with the past few races, where the starts haven't been good. It's been chaotic on the starts, it's been chaotic during the race. So we'll see what happens. We got some new faces joined up in the front, and some veterans of this league up in the front as well. So it's gonna be an interesting one. What we're gonna have right here as lights are about to come in, hopefully very soon.
So I can tell you there is some confusion at the start, at the grid. So it might take up to 2 minutes before we can see the lights. But we are about soon to drive, and if I'm not wrong, I see one grid spot being empty, which might be P12 or which looks like P12.
No, it's one.
Yeah, P12 is at P13, but yeah, I don't think that he's knowing it, but owns
No, it's Meg.
the
Meg P7 is
yeah, but
also.
at the very back there is the 12th place.
Yeah, and
It's not
he's
the
just
13th
chilling
place.
in the middle. Huh? Yeah, this is very
Wait,
goofy.
okay, so I helped them a bit, and now it's going to be lights out and where we go soon.
We're just a few seconds away from lights out. Here we are. So, 5 lights and lights out, and away we go for round 4 in the anti-clockwise Grand Prix. And already we have a pretty good start. An amazing, actually, pretty good start for that is Leafster right just up in the front, and that's also followed by Sway 19. He's doing amazing, amazing catch to keep up with Leafster, but Leafster is just keeping the gap and flying away. Rob has been able to get pushed up into the top 3 also with Sway, and just behind is Meg trying to get into the top 3 there, and he does. He overtakes Rob. Rob's been overtaken, and now we're gonna cross the line with Leafster leading into the first. Leading into the first lap, followed by Meg, followed by Toesies, and then Rob in P4. So yeah, a lot of position changes there, but Leafster has actually been able to
P8
keep
and second
P1.
place. So the second place from Crawley is P8. So it looks like he had a bad start, and Meg and Rob had a really great start from P6 and P8. I mean, this is really strange that from my team they are really far up again, and Herbsy is staying at his same position as he was at Crawley. But we are seeing here they are coming again, and now we have again a second place, which is now Rob, and Meg like switch the place. The play is now P3, V is again P6, and Turfsy down to P5. So we can see many grid place switches at this race.
Yeah, so Rob just leading. So Rob P2 and just behind his play. Yes, Meg has dropped down a bit after a few mistakes. But he's
It looks
looking
like
just to
Leafs are
come
getting
back.
overtaken. In my opinion, it looks like Leafs is going to have some battles with the P2, 3, 4, and 5 soon.
Yeah, this is going to be a big battle, and
Oh
even
yeah,
it's
good
so
news.
clumped up just
And
behind in the top 3. There's
it's really
drivers
intense.
everywhere. It's hard to tell who's coming in first and who's not. But now, right now, it looks like we have Play S P2, and Sway P3, Meg P4, and then Rob P5. That's your top 5 right now. But let's see if there'll be any position changes. And there comes Turfsy, but just falls down again. So Rob is keeping P5. He's fighting for it. He's definitely having to fight for it though. But he is keeping it. Kevin just popping up into P5. Sway 19, P6, yeah. To CP2. So it's Leafster is running away with the
Okay,
second.
so I got information about something. So one of the spectators, I guess, just saw something about Tommy being out of the grid slot. We are not sure, but the direction is going to look at it. But if it's looking like this might not getting some investigation, and it's going to stay like it. Oh wait, someone's on the track. Someone's on the track. I don't know who's on the track, but there's someone on the track at
Yeah,
before
yeah.
turn one.
They I think they can't get him off the track. He's just been there for a bit. But yeah,
There are two people on the track. There are two people on the track.
so Lisa's doing pretty well, lapping already a few carts, and he's creating a big gap from Play Yes behind in P2, then Rob P3, Meg P4, and a big battle just here. Who will be able to come victorious? I think that's Sway 19 versus Deadly Tim. They're coming there side by side. Who can get the better exit onto the straight? And I think it's Sway 19. Oh, it's Deadly Tim. Deadly Tim's holding the position. Now it's Turfsy versus Deadly Tim. Sorry, not Sorry 19. I don't know how to say your name, by the way. Just, yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, Turfsy versus Deadly Tim. Now Meg's made a mistake. Turfsy just overtook Meg, but Meg is trying to get the position just back. And then they're also catching up to Rob just in front. And then Rob hits the barrier.
No. So I can confirm the one person standing before turn one. It's I, Lazy Chris, who looks like DNF'd at the race right now because he is last place. But without a card standing in before turn one, I would say
It's a
that
bit
he's going
dangerous.
to look if the marshal's going to bring him away from the track, but it might look like he's going to stay there the whole time.
So, from that being on the track and also being in the wrong grid slot, potentially, I think that may be a bit of things stewards are going to have to come up with. Maybe some penalty points might be thrown into the mix there. But I Lazy Chris is our first DNF for today. So just coming ahead, we got Leafster with now a almost 2.5 second gap to Play Yes, and he's just flying. He's flying right there. We all thought he wasn't gonna have the best start, but he proved us all wrong. Leafster is coming in with a great gap just behind Rob. Or was in P2, P3 with Play Yes, but he's dropped down. He's hit the barrier now. Hit a few barriers now. He's come down into P7. Maybe that might be like maybe it not might not, but still, let's hope we can see him maybe try to regain some positions. Deadly Tim now getting Meg making a mistake now. Deadly Tim and Sway 19 being promoted up to being promoted up one place. Meg's making a few mistakes then and there, and Robbie hits the barrier again. It's not looking good for him. I think there might be some lag issues coming in because we know he struggled with it, and when you're having lag issues and you can't really see, it's hard to know if you're going into the barrier or coming out of it. Yeah, so it's hard to see. It's hard to know. But there's still a lot left in the
Oh,
race.
SVE just crashed into the barrier as well, and now he's going to lose some positions as well. He just crashed before pit entry.
Just before.
Yeah, before pit entry, he crashed, and yeah, this looks like that he lost about his two positions and is about to lose again another position to Kevin.
Yeah, so another DNF. That's
But DNF, it doesn't look like a DNF right now. He's still driving, but he might get passed by another driver soon if he makes another mistake. But let's look about it and wait if this might going to happen or not.
yeah. So Leafs are still keeping that 2.5 second gap to Play Yes, and absolutely flying. being the Max Verstappen that we all know he is, and showing that he was always there. He's not a P2 driver, and he's up, and he definitely is up there trying to fight for wins, and he's showing that when Ruben is away. So if he can do that when Ruben is back, probably next race or next season or probably never, then yeah,
Okay,
Leafster
so I got
definitely has it.
information from the race control. The person standing at turn one, from which should be Chris, is not Chris himself. It is a clone from him. So there might some accident happen that someone cloned him and put him onto the first turn. So there's no danger about the driver standing at turn one, but it looks like that the clone is not going to getting removed, so there is no yellow flag or something. So it's still racing.
Yeah, we've never seen any really big incidents where there has to be like a bit of a caution in KF1, but yeah, there always is the risk of one, so we just will have to be safe. But yeah, so no danger of that because it is a goofier clone, but yeah, we're still drivers. It's a first corner, so we're gonna have to
And now
be
then, I
careful.
found out another surprise. Tommy has the most corner cuts, which are just 3 corner cuts, followed by Leafstar, who just has 2 corner cuts, and there are people with just 1 corner cut or 0 corner cut. So we can say that Leafstar is not driving as clean as the other drivers, but still has 1 corner cut difference between the most people who just got one single run. But it looks like this is a corner cut free track, which is not risking any corner cuts, like we saw in the last races.
Yeah, cutting arena, there wasn't any really any place to corner cut, and because it was so tight. That's usually with karting tracks. It's pretty that's you don't really see that much corner cuts, but it's possible. It definitely is.
Yeah. Here at KRANJI, of course, there are corner cuts possible because there are so many green spaces, but with the meanwhile corner cuts standing, and just one, two, three, and now I see that Tommy got a fourth corner cut, so he might get a penalty if he gets one more or something, but it doesn't look like this layout of KRANJI is a real corner cut place like the clockwise one.
And Deadly Tim fighting with Tursey. He's trying to keep the position. Tursey just overtaking him. Pretty far away. We're onto the straight. Who can get the better exit? I think that's Deadly Tim. He's gonna get that, and he will coming into the first corner. They've gone very wide, the both of them. But there's still. And oh no, Turfsy almost hitting the barrier, just avoiding it in the end. But that will definitely lose some time from him, and
They both,
Maybe will be able to catch up just behind.
and Tim and Tubbsy have to be careful because Meg is just very close behind them, so this might be a three-way battle for the last podium position for the top three. We don't know yet, but it's now the last lap. Let's look if there might be still a very intense race for P3, but it looks like it's going to be one. They are like 1 second away for P3, so we can still hope for a big battle for the last trophy here at the crunchy anti-clockwise circuits.
Yeah, but Lisa, he's been fighting for this for ages just to show that he is the one that he can stay up in the top, not just stay behind in P2, because he will come to the final corner and win the anti-clockwise Grand Prix. That's a beautiful win from him right there. He shows that he is the top dog in
And
KF1.
careful, there's careful, and Turfs is still P3.
Tursey
Turfs
being
is going.
able to keep that position, and Deadly Tim losing out on a position on the last lap.
So that means we have again a new guy on the podium, like in the last races. This season is really a crazy season. This might not only be with Leicester, maybe being the first guy to make a double World Drivers' Championship possible. No, it might be even true that there might be, hopefully, I guess, at the last race, a new driver on the podium as well. But we don't know if there's going to be someone new appearing. But I mean, this season is already crazy enough.
Yeah, but there you go. We'll be right back just for the podium celebration. Thank you for joining that, and congratulations on Leafster winning the anti-clockwise round 4 Grand Prix. All right. See. So here we are for the podium celebration. Turfsy coming in P3. He's a new face and did absolutely well today for second place. Just also flew away with it. It's Leaf. Huh?
What?
What?
There's something wrong.
Huh? What?
Oh, wait.
It's
Is this
Leafster. Leafster is P2.
No.
They have to be trolling. They have to be trolling. Oh, wrong player. So it's Leafster P1, but for finally. What is happening? For second place, there's no P2, so we'll
Oh yeah, here it is.
here we go. Play yes,
Too
P2,
late now, yeah.
April Fools,
Yeah,
Leafster.
I think I don't know if he knows that we have the 29th of April already, and it's like 4 weeks away from the April Fool's Day. But yeah,
Yeah, so here we are. Play yes, Leafster winning. Play yes, followed by Turfsy, and then followed by Turfsy. Get your photos in, guys.
and this is again at 3 teams podium with Strata, Nisha, and Vortex. After the last race with a triple Stratas, they just have here no, not a triple Stratas, but a triple team.
And it's bottle
Oh,
time. Woo!
and also, so for the people who don't know what I said right now, so because Ruben not being here anymore, even if he's trying the last race to win it, and with Tim not have enough points, Lisa is the first ever two-time world champion here in KF1 and the first back-to-back winner. After he won the last season, he wins this season too. So we have history not only with 2 million visits today, with new drivers being at very good positions, also having again a, a new World Driver Champion being the same as last time in winter, and being the first back to back. I mean, today we just have record-breaking days here.
Yeah, 2,000 members, all that. It's insane. We got Rob up here for a little bit of a little bit of a guest speaker. He's world championship. He's a main driver for CM, previous team owner, and uh constructors championship. Let's just say that he soloed the constructors as well. But here he is. It's Rob, or like some people call him Lightning. His so how do you rate that race right there?
Well, it was decent. I gotta work on my confidence because, you know, in the first couple of laps, I stayed with Leaf P2, but then I did some mistakes and the nerves got in, and I fell down all the way to P7. So, yeah.
So yeah, you had a pretty good race. You were up in the podiums, you were doing well, but like you said, it came down to confidence. Um, so it coming into round four, into round five, you're about to end off the season. How are you feeling with the points and where you're on the um uh you know the WDC World Drivers
Well,
Champion?
uh, next race I'm looking for a top 5. As it's KRANJI, I think, the clockwise. I
Yep,
think so.
yep, yep, yep. It
Uh,
is.
yeah. So that's a pretty strong track for me, and yeah, top 5 I'm looking. But next season I'm looking to get um, get Pro Card back up and running with CM's help, of course,
Mm-hmm.
and get some wins, obviously.
We can just get back to the normal Rob, but yeah, a bit of a weird race there. Leafster World Championship. What do you have to say about World Champion Leafster, two-time World Champion? What do you got to say about that?
Uh, Not surprised, honestly. He's a very good, talented driver. He has unique driving style, which obviously helps a lot in
Yeah.
pro racing and any racing at all. But yeah, congrats to him, of course.
Yeah, it did pretty well. At the end of the race, were you fighting with anyone, or were you just alone?
I was alone. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what about qualifying? Anything happening there?
Qualifying was pretty decent, to be fair, since the only time I had to practice was today in the morning and before the race. I think if I had practiced all week, then I would definitely gotten top 5 around there. But yeah,
Yeah. Anything you want to say before we head out?
uh, I mean, congrats to Leaf, of course, and good luck to everyone watching for the next race.
Yes. Thank you for hopping on this. I will see you soon in personal VC, but yeah, thank you for joining. But yeah, also thank you for the viewers for watching this beautiful race, for being there. Socials are down below in the description. Go check them out. It helps all of us to keep all of us out to keep doing this, keep streaming. Please go check that out. But thank you for watching. Thank you for watching the stream. We hope to see you next week, where it's going to be crazy. If Ruben is going to show up, or if anything is going to happen. See it there. AVA saying goodbye for the finals, and we'll see you at KRANJI clockwise. Goodbye. Thank you for watching, and see you for the next race.
Bye.